It's Ian from Ghidorah checking in with another top 5 albums of 2023. As they say, where has the year gone? The same as every year because time is relative. We're all living in a perpetual death spiral. But to save us from that, there is the world of heavy metal. Some great releases this year. Here's my top favorites, and let's see if any of mine match Hayden's. We did not tell each other our lists again this year, so let's see. Some honorable mentions to start. We have Spirit Box's EP, The Fear of Fear, Clutch with Slaughter Beach, Haunt, Golden Arm, Mortuary Drape with a last minute almost in the top 5 of Black Mirror, and Trastormed, Into the Void, a classic thrash album. All honorable mentions, great work, but there were 5 more that really stood out. Coming in at number 5 is Crypta's Shades of Sorrow. Holy shit, thrash metal riffs. If you love the classic riffage of that old school death metal, old school thrash metal sound, gotta go with the ladies in Crypta. This album is badass. There are so many amazing guitar solos. It's mixed well. We had the opportunity to see Crypta open for Revocation and Morbid Angel. Excellent job to the women in Crypta. We appreciate you and all that you do for the heavy metal community. Number 4 should be no surprise because it is the Metalocalypse Death Album 4. I can't tell you how long we have waited for this album, and it did not disappoint. Every song had its classic Metalocalypse feel to it. A little grown up, you could feel a little of Brendan Small's Galacticon influence sprinkled in there. Highlight to me, of course, was Mermaider 3, and it was just a grand listening experience for the first time. Maybe a few tears shed because it is most likely the last Metalocalypse album. Hopefully not the last of Brendan Small's group, but for me, number 4. The Death Album 4. At number 3, we have Fenn's Monuments to Absence, and guess what? This thing is a black metal, doomy, evil, riff-tacular album. I enjoyed this album in the springtime-ish when it came out, and it did not disappoint. This was one of the albums that I made sure to pay double the money for on Bandcamp. You're welcome. And it was an enjoyable experience every time. There are some songs that just go that little slow, and then there's others that just come out and they smack the living shit out of you, and you are all the better for it in the end. This is a great exercise in having the duality of metal, of the slow, fast, evil, with the rising cloud of doom in it. Fenn, Monuments to Absence, great record. At number 2, for me, is Fires in the Distance, Air Not Meant for Us. This was the most unique record that I listened to this year. This thing felt like Enya, the death metal record. There was so many movement changes, sound changes, long songs that actually felt shorter than they were in parts. Take all the long Iron Maiden songs, make them death metal and good. This record blew my mind away. Another one that I made sure to purchase on Bandcamp for double what they asked for because holy shit, the amount of effort it took to make said record probably is worth every cent plus more. I hope to hear more from this band. I enjoyed everything about this record, and there was only one more that stood out more to me. Otherwise, this would have been my record of the year again. Fire in the Distance, Air Not Meant for Us. Check it out. That thing is beautiful front to back. And finally, my number 1 record of the year is Tomb Mold, The Enduring Spirit, because of course it is. You know me, I'm gonna simp for Tomb Mold any day. A band that takes everything that I love in classic sci-fi and melds it with the spirit of death metal. This record is beautiful front to back. Amazing riffs, great compositions. The lyrics are awesome, if you can understand them anyway. You gotta go look them up online. There are some amazing stories in these songs. And of course, all the cool album art that you could ever want. Gotta love that, Mr. Pit of Bones, with the great album covers as usual. Tomb Mold does not disappoint. Their last record, Planetary Clairvoyance, is one of my favorites from the last decade, and this was the chef's kiss on top of some of the most amazing death metal music this year. It was really tough figuring out what my top 5, let alone top 10, were going to be for this year. Want to hear from you in the comments. Did we nail it? Which ones did Hayden get the same? And what were your favorite records this year? We definitely want to hear from you. And of course, in 2024, there will be a Ghidorah record that hopefully will be on your top 5 and top 10 lists in 2024. We're so close, ladies and gentlemen. Can't believe that we're almost there. Again, Ian Botbile from Ghidorah wishing you a happy, heavy new year. And we will see you in 2024 with a new record, more new songs, and a album release concert to be determined in the second half of next year. Ghidorah only fans.